Hello, hello, hello. Everything appears to be in order, ladies and gentlemen, so let's go ahead and get this party started. But enough of the formalities, everyone. I bet you're wondering why I have my Mario hat on right now. I'm a man of my word. You boys got that fresh cut. That fresh cut. That fresh cut. It looks so nice. Oh, I am so glad to have my head shaved. I don't like having a lot of hair on my head. You guys know me. I hate having so much hair on my head. It's me, not Mario. From now on, here's the thing. Of all the hats that I tend to toss onto my bed, that Mario hat is perfect for that, because of Mario Odyssey. But yo, peoples, I decided to move my camera just over just a tad, so that way it can show everything that's back there. So just in case I get up, you guys can see me get up, because you guys have all this space right here. That's why I have you so close over to the wall, so you can just have a whole wall of space. But I want to show, I just want to have some stuff over for myself as well, even if I got to slide over, just so you guys can see. All right. Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another iteration of One Piece. It is the first chapter of One Piece in September. I'm not going by scan rules because I don't do that anymore. So if you say, oh, well, we had a chapter last week from Friday, I don't go off of unofficial fan-translated scans. I go by the official Viz, who publishes One Piece. So I go off of that. But it's good to see everyone. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Let's go ahead and get started with chapter 1024. And it says that we're getting another chapter in 7 days, which means we're not going on break. So let's go ahead and get started with this chapter. Chapter 1024, So-and-So. And I'm not going to do a recap this time. We're just going to go ahead and get straight into the chapter. And it has the logo of One Piece directly on the page of this front page itself. We don't get like a reader cover art request. We just get straight into the story. But let's go ahead and get started with chapter 1024. So-and-So. Second floor. What happened to that guy? Is that the color of the Supreme King Haki? No, it's not. It's not. Because I know who's on top of there. And then it's Usopp saying, it's not your fault. You just don't have the willpower to stay conscious in my overwhelming presence. I'm the man who eliminated 2 of the Tobiropo. They call me Uso Hachi the Sibling Hunter. Oh, so he's already claiming that he's defeated Ulti in page 1. And then the Beast Pirates are there just watching all of this go down. And they're saying, what? 2 of them? And he says, don't try to fight me. Join me. And then we have Lady Speed with Nami, who has Tama there, saying, it's because Big Mom is fighting elsewhere on this floor. The ripples of her haki is knocking out the soldiers. So Big Mom's Conqueror's haki is knocking out everyone else who's present on that floor. Now, mind you, Usopp is a good distance away from Big Mom, but her haki is extending so far while she's fighting Kid and Law that it is knocking out everyone without the will to withstand it. Which means Usopp is more than enough capable of handling Think about this for a second. Everyone else is getting knocked out, but Usopp has the willpower along with everyone else up there to withstand this Conqueror's haki of Big Mom. Like, all the other Beast Pirates are getting knocked out, gifters and regular Beast Pirates, but Usopp is withstanding all of this. There's a reason why he's called God Usopp, people. The fact that he is able to just operate normally while Big Mom's haki is just permeating through that exact same floor. God Usopp indeed. But Lady Speed is just saying that while Usopp is lying, let me just say this first and foremost so that there isn't any confusion, Usopp is lying that he's the one who defeated page 1 in Ulti. But Lady Speed says, it's because Big Mom is fighting elsewhere on this floor. The ripples of her haki is knocking out the soldiers. And then Nami says, hey, what's going on with Luffy right now? Do you know Frankie? Because she's talking to him with a Denden snail. Well, Denden, not a Denden Mushi, but I forgot it was a something Mushi. It's not a snail, it's a snug. It's not a snail, it's a slug, not a snug. I'm thinking of Snuggies now. But on Right Brain Tower Skull Dome, Frankie says, "Nope, no clue. All I know is what Momonosuke said earlier." And then Nami says, "Momo should be with Shinobu, but I can't get in touch with her either." Oh, they don't know what happened to Momo, do they? And then we have Frankie, who's still on the floor with some other Beast Pirates, saying, "No news is good news. It means they're fine." And then Nami says, "That makes sense. Anyway, if you're all done up there, come on down. For whatever reason, it seems like all the enemies are flooding into the performance floor." And then it shows Beast Pirates going down into the floor, saying, "Run for it, go down!" And then Frankie says, "Don't let them into the performance floor! That's where Zoro and Sanji are fighting the lead performers!" And then Beppo is saying, "Don't order me around, aye aye! We're all equals in an alliance!" Because it shows Shachi, Beppo, and Penguin facing off against the Beast Pirates in order to keep everyone else from getting to the performance floor. Then we cut to the third floor, which is the performance floor itself. This is starting to look bad. We can't stop the flames on the third floor. Let me reiterate. Evacuate to the performance floor. And this is the third floor, which is also the banquet hall, the area where Black Maria was defeated. And it shows Brooke running away with Robin, because Robin is unconscious. Robin is unconscious. She is beyond tired because Brooke is carrying Robin and he's running away saying, "Ah, I'm guessing I should feel hot right now. Well, it's too bad I've already been cremated." Hey, who are you calling cremated? And then it shows some Beast Pirates seeing Brooke run away saying, "Oh wait, it's not the Beast Pirates. It's the Minx saying, 'Baron Corpse, you're all right? I had to get out of there. Robin was going to burn up. How is the battle going?' It's hard to tell. Everything's pure chaos." It is literally all chaos right now. Kid Pirates, fourth floor, as it shows. Wait, who's the heck is that? Oh yeah, it's one of Kid's members just setting other Beast Pirates on fire. I forget his exact name. He's the one that looks like he has the stitching all over his body, including his weird like mouth shape he has. He's just setting more Beast Pirates on fire. "Jinbei, come in, Jinbei. The third floor is a sea of fire right now. Make your way down while you can." And then Jinbei says, "Fire? That's bad news. But then who is holding Kaido back further up?" Performance floor outside. We're cutting to so many places. Performance floor outside. More and more enemies are rushing out of the castle. Everyone is just running out of Onigashima right now. And then it shows Kawamatsu and some other samurai cutting down some more Beast Pirates, with the Beast Pirate saying, "Out of the way, samurai. This is our castle. We own this performance floor. Don't let them onto the floor." Everyone is keeping everyone else from trying to get to the performance floor because Sanji and Zoro are handling things there. And that is a whole different mess that's going on right now. Push them back! And then we cut to the roof of Onigashima as we see Yamato still fighting Kaido. They're still in their hybrid forms fighting one another. That looks like a drop of blood. That might be a drop of blood from Yamato as she's fighting her father, and then she shoots her Nari Kabura arrow, which is her being able to take armament haki and actually use it as a projectile, which is how she defeated Hacha when she was facing off against Sasaki and his armored division. She used Nari Kabura arrow, which essentially lets her take armament haki and shoot it as an actual physical projectile, something that Kaido can do, and she shoots it at Kaido. Kaido remains completely unfazed. And then Kaido just smiles, and then Yamato manages to get her Kanabo up in time in order for Kaido to shoot a Vajra arrow at her. And it's with such force that it knocks her back. Kaido can do the exact same thing, except far greater. While she has Nari Kabura arrow, he has Vajra arrow and shoots it at her, and it's so forceful and so powerful that it knocks her backwards into a pillar behind, and he just goes on, and he just goes in to try and fight her some more, with Yamato saying, and she's huffing and she's getting tired. She's being pushed through the ringer fighting Kaido right now, even in her beast hybrid form right now. Had to make sure that my mic was unmuted. And she says, "You have always intended to kill me." And then Kaido says, "Yes, that's right. This is not a family squabble. If you want to wear the name Oden, you must be ready for war. This isn't a game, Yamato." And then Yamato says, "Is it a crime to admire someone? I love Oden." Oh, snap. We got a flashback. We're getting a Yamato flashback. We got a Yamato flashback with a young Yamato. Kaido, the ogre princess, has been running wild for the past week.
I am Oden. Undo my chains, father. I am Oden, Kozuki Oden.
And wow. What the heck? What the heck? Oh! Yo! Yamato has conquerors! Oh! She has conquerors! Oh! She has... I almost knocked over my statue jumping. Yamato has conquerors hockey! Yo, it shows Yamato saying, "I am Kozuki Oden, I am Oden," with a whole bunch of beast pirates just unconscious. Yamato has conquerors. Confirmed now. Yo, let me sit back down. And she's huffing and puffing because she's knocked out everybody. She was beating up on everyone and she knocked them all out with conquerors. And she says,
"I am Oden. I am Oden."
And then Kaido says, "Tell me, Yamato, did you do this?"
I didn't. They just fell over. I'm so hungry, I think I'm gonna starve. Give me some food.
And then Kaido says, "Supreme King Haki, eh? A good sign. But Yamato, if you want to call yourself Oden, then die." And this is Kaido saying this to his own daughter years ago. Now, mind you, this is also Kaido when he had those ridiculously long legs and very tight biker leather black pants. So it's kind of hard for him to take him seriously when you see him standing with his extra long legs, long skinny legs on a super massive body. It's like taking a pumpkin, roiding it out, and then making it stand up on toothpicks. Or pencils at the very least. But when he says, "Then die," and she's struck with such emotion, she's all like, "Ah!" And then Kaido says, "Stay in the cave until you see sense. I'll give you a month." What?
A month?
A what? A month? The poor kid will really die. Plus, we've got vicious samurai locked up in there.
Don't leave me here in the dark.
Why am I getting reminded of how Sanji was treated when Judge put him in a place where no one could see him for scores at a time? Kaido's doing the exact same thing to Yamato. And then it shows Kaido saying, "This message goes for you swordsmen of Wano, too. If you agree to join my army, I'll let you go. You can shout through the vent in the ceiling if you change your mind." What? You haven't eaten for days? Then let's have some food brought in, but only enough for one. Who are these people that are being held in here with Kaido? Who are these people? Who are these other samurai that were being held in here? What? Let me just read this whole panel over again. What? You haven't eaten for days? Then let's have some food brought in, but only enough for one. You'll need some weapons too. Huh?
But father, I'm the child of Kaido. Yamato, they obviously bear a grudge against me. They'll kill me.
But aren't you Odin? And then he just walks away, leaving weapons. As if to say, yo, he's pulling a Joker right here. He's pulling a Dark Knight Joker. There's food for one. I'll give you some weapons. You can kind of see where this angle's going. Only several people enter. Only one can leave. He intends for them all to kill each other until there's only one left. And then Yamato is there, stuck in there with multiple swords around her and some fresh food in front of her, thinking,
I am Odin, but also the son of Kaido, his killer. I'm smart enough to know these samurai hate me. He wants them to fight to the death over a single meal. But not before. They kill me first.
And then one of them gets up and picks up a sword. And they pick up the food and they place it directly in front of Yamato. Yo, these are truly honorable samurai. And then one of them says, eat.
Huh?
A samurai does not feel hunger. Yo, this reminds me of how Momonosuke refused food when he was during the ending of Punk Hazard, and then he finally got to eat.
Huh? Really? But I'm hungry! These samurai are amazing. They're not hungry?
Eat up. You picked a heck of a family to get born into. And she just starts eating all the food. She just starts eating it all. And she's eating and she's crying and she's blubbering. And mind you, she has knots all over her head and she has bruises from when Kaido beat her. And she's trying to speak and eat at the same time, saying, thank you, samurai. I will never forget this food for as long as I live. She's blubbering and she's eating at the same time. That's why it sounds like that. Say, and then she says,
Say, do you think I could be a samurai too, even though I get hungry?
And then one of the samurai takes a sword and just cuts through the chains that are holding Yamato, saying, you are Kozuki Odin, are you not? I heard you say it. That man was beloved to all of us.
Huh? You were friends? What is your name, Sir Samurai?
What name does a fallen samurai need? Just call me so-and-so.
I want to read this journal, but the words are too hard for me.
Is that Odin's log voyage? Voyage log? And they all just sit there and they read it. And her eyes are sparkling as she's reading through Odin's voyage log.
Well, it's been 10 days now.
Oh, wait, is another samurai saying this. Well, it's been 10 days now. Yamato, it seems to me that your father might actually intend to let you die. At this rate, we won't be around to see this battle 20 years in the future that Odin speaks of. When that time comes, I'll fight on the side of Wano. Oh, wait, and this is her speaking in her sleep.
When that time comes, I'll fight on the side of Wano. I'll have gone to sea, and I'll be much, much, much stronger.
And then these samurai stand up and say, that warms our hearts, and in turn, we will take part in that future battle by ensuring you do not die in this cave. You see, 20 years is too long for the likes of us to bear.
But wait, my father will kill you!
Better than wasting to death in here. We would never bend to the knee to him anyway. And then the samurai just completely cut through the stone boulder that was shoved in place for them to be held in this cave. They just sliced completely through it instantly. Master Kaido! They've broken open the sacred cave! And that's the end of that flashback, and we got back to the present day with Yamato saying, I'm not alone. There are people who believe in me, people who accept me. Why do you steal my freedom? Why do you steal Wano's freedom? Because life isn't a series of simple questions with simple answers. You naive child! And then they both clash with each other. And Yamato can use conquerors with her attacks too, because as she's monologuing, they both, at the same time, using conquerors infused in their weapons, they both clash with Raime Haki! And it shows conquerors ebbing off of them as they clash with one another. Not only can Yamato use conquerors haki, but she knows how to use conquerors in her attacks as well. Nice. And that's the end of the chapter, to be continued. What an emotional chapter. Her upbringing was not so different from Sanji's. Let me see what you all have said. Alright, so, Kohagen, Ogata-san, Neil Johnson, CJ, Karma. Good to see everyone here. My body is ready, so much hair, he said. Yeah, I consider having this much hair too much. Usopp lying about having conquerors haki, his lies never come true, never. I'm interested in that girl with the braided pigtails biting a dude. I don't remember her from the Kid Pirates. Oh wait, let me see. Did I not pick up on that? Did I not pick up on that on one? Oh yeah! It's a little girl. It's a little girl biting into him. Have we ever seen a girl on Kid's crew at all? I don't think we have. We just noticed the usual dudes, but if he has a girl on his team, I'd like to know who she is. She looks like she's short in stature like La Brava from My Hero. Interested in, okay, Yamato has conquerors. If she joins, then Sanji's going to be one of the wings of the Pirate King. It's impossible he doesn't. That's 5 Straw Hats with conquerors, 6 if you count Karoo. Karoo has the ability to fundamentally change the weather because his conqueror's haki is so great. Karoo is the only one who can rival Buggy D. Clown. You know, the god of all. Karoo is the only one who can match his strength. Im-sama, Blackbeard, the Marines and world government, the only 2 people who are going to give Luffy a run for their money is Buggy and Karoo. Everyone knows this. He skipped the leg day multiple times. Actually, he never did the leg day. Kaido doesn't believe in leg day unless he actually has to walk. That's it. Ain't no leg day in a totalitarian dragon-run government. Of course, Yamato has conquerors haki. We knew Usopp had it, but glad it was confirmed this chapter. I'm glad too. 100%, I want Zoro's dad to be something that's 100% confirms he's Zoro's dad. So the guys who were imprisoned in this place, like this dude says, just call me so-and-so. He kind of has a look that's kind of reminiscent of Zoro a little bit. But at the same time, I don't want to go that extra mile and say that he could be related to Zoro. Because he just says, what name does a fallen samurai need? Just call me so-and-so. So we don't even know what his name truly is. We don't even know what his name is. Kaido will never be Father of the Year. Please, the true Fathers of the Year are Zeph, Whitebeard, Pound. I wouldn't count Dragon because he has yet to ever meet his son, and he just lets fate decide what goes on with him. I notice that I keep leaning directly into my words so you guys can't see me, so I'm just gonna stick right here. Must be pretty annoying though. Your own kid likes and acts like your enemy. That's tough. Even Yujiro Hanma is a vaguely better father, at least remotely. It is very remotely. Did I not notice that that's the Shimotsuki guy? So is that him? Is that him? Is that Shimotsuki Ushimaru? Is that him? And could the men around him be his retainers? Is that Holy crap, that is Shimotsuki Ushimaru. That's him. That's Shimotsuki Ushimaru. I'm addressing this now, live. That is Shimotsuki Ushimaru. That's him. Yo! Well, at least we know what happened to him. Wow. Here's the thing. I saw it and I was thinking, there's no way. That's the reason why I didn't say anything when I was reading through the chapter. I thought in my head, wow, he looks like Shimotsuki Ushimaru. But there's no way that's him. That can't be. And the more I look at it, the more it is. It's Shimotsuki Ushimaru. He's in there. Kaido had him imprisoned, wanting him to join his crew. Let me see what's going on. Look on One Piece Wiki as green bulls on his kimono. I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't count on Green Bull actually being Shimotsuki Ushimaru. I wouldn't count on that. So Zoro was born in Wano and then brought to the East Blue. A 20-year prophecy means Zoro was born before Odin died. I'm not gonna count Zoro as Ushimaru's son, or him being born in Wano and then brought over to the East Blue. We'll just have to see where the pages go from here. Look at Ushimaru on Wiki. He has a green bull on his cloak. Green bull might be related to Wano. He might be a samurai. Maybe, but we'll have to see. What's my thoughts on Marco, considering he was Whitebeard's right hand and is easily getting beat by King and Queen? I think you and I see easily very differently, because this is the same dude who was bodying both King and Queen repeatedly. The entire time that Marco was fighting King and Queen, he was keeping up with them. So I don't know how you can say he was being easily beaten by King and Queen, because that definitely was not the case. That's definitely not the case. Marco was not easily getting beaten by King and Queen. We've seen repeatedly that he was just knocking them around. But he does have limits. He does not have unlimited stamina. So here's the thing. He stopped fighting because he wanted to let the younger generation take over. He's all like, all right, I did everything that I needed to do, so now it's your turn. It's not that he gave up. He just decided to let the newer generation usher in the new dawn that's gonna come after Wano's arc is done. So Marco being easily beaten by King and Queen? No, not even. What page are you talking about with the girl from the kids' crew? It is, I'm on Viz, and it is pages 4 and 5 when it cuts to the kid pirates on the 4th floor, and it shows the kid pirates fighting the beast pirates. You see the dude lighting someone on fire. If you look at the lower left corner of the top panel on the right side, on the right page, it shows some little girl or some little woman biting into the arm of a beast pirate there. I don't think Green Bull can be Ushimaru, because then his face wouldn't be a caricature of an old Japanese movie actor. Nah, that is Zoro's dad. We were bound to find out more about him and his connection to Wano. I think Ushimaru is a distant relative of Zoro's, but definitely not his father, since Shimotsuki Kozaburo fled Wano 50 years ago. I really hope Brook is able to avoid Big Mom when heading downstairs. I hope so as well, given how much she was hugged up on him and wanted him to be part of her collection back then. Finished watching Roger's Base on his live stream. He searched Ushimaru on Google, and he might be a believer with the Green Bull thing. See, here's the thing. Maybe Green Bull is related to the Shimotsuki clan, but not directly being the very same dude that was in the cave with Kaido back then. So we'll just have to see. I can't give my opinion on the whole Green Bull thing, because who knows? It could just be a coincidence. Green Bull on his clothes, and then there's a dude out there called Green Bull. Maybe this dude is a follower maybe Green Bull himself has some admiration for the, dude wearing Shimotsuki wearing the Green Bull on his clothes or something. I don't know. I don't know. So I can't really give my opinion on whether that has any weight or something. Sure, there may be some coincidence here and there, but I can't just cement myself into feeling like, oh, this is exactly what that is. So I can't personally give my own opinion on it because I just feel like it could just be a coincidence. Like, there were people saying that, oh, Green Bull's devil fruit he's a plant-based devil fruit simply because they saw him sitting in sunlight. That made no sense. It's just a off-the-wall theory that had absolutely no weight to it. So I can't just really give my opinion over the Green Bull connection as well. That's not a coincidence. Well, you know how I am, Karma. I tend to not cement myself down to pure theories. When did we ever have a coincidence in One Piece? I see your point. So in that case, not saying he is Green Bull, though. Yeah, I'm definitely not saying that he's Green Bull. I'm definitely not saying he's Green Bull at all. Because the face of Green Bull is not... The face of Green Bull himself is not in the same shape as anyone in that cave, nor can we call that a connection or anything like that. Because Green Bull's name is Ryukugiyu. Ryukugiyu means Green Bull. Well, actually, hold on. No, Ryukugiyu means Green Bull. We don't know his real name. Ryukugiyu means Green Bull. The one coincidence in One Piece, fake Straw Hats were on Sabaody the day the Straw Hats returned. Yeah, people using the name of the Straw Hats to bolster their ranks, that's a coincidence. That's a major coincidence. Everything else, there's always a hidden meaning behind it. But yeah, Ryukugiyu, we don't know anything about him. But the way his face is shaped or anything, his face just does not fit with any of the samurai. So connections between Ryukugiyu himself and, Ushimaru, it's a little bit sketchy. Just a little bit. But overall, this was a great chapter. I will say that much. Whew. Kaido, here's the thing. Yamato having conquerors. Fighting against Kaido. Then we find out that when she was younger, she had conquerors when she was a child. When she was Ace's age. Because that's how he found out he had conquerors as well, but he didn't know about it either. Just like Ace, Yamato uses Conqueror's Haki, but does not even comprehend what she did when she used it. Just like Ace used Conqueror's Haki, but had absolutely no idea what it was that he used to cause all those people to be knocked out. So those are two parallels between Ace and Yamato. But she was mistreated just like Sanji was. Mid-chapter, it was still a great chapter, even though it was very short. I kind of don't feel the same way. I thought it was a great chapter because we found out that Yamato has conquerors. She can use conquerors with her attacks. And we found what pretty much looks like Shimotsuke Ushimaru, who was being imprisoned by Kaido. And Kaido wanted to make him a member of one of his crew. But they was all like, yeah, we're not doing that. I'd rather die than bend the knee to this dude. So they both escape. So that means that the whereabouts of Shimotsuke Ushimaru were unknown. Let that sink in for a quick second. They escaped, but it doesn't show that they were caught. So who knows? Shimotsuke Ushimaru may have actually left Wano. And thus starts the theories of Shimotsuki going to the East Blue. And his connection with Zoro increasing ever further. For me, Marco should be able to take out at least King, considering his considering his status and considering Zoro coming off fighting Kaido, then going straight back in. For me, Marco was there to lend a helping hand. He was not there to be a deciding factor in fights. He was there to be an ally to help, but not to be the deciding factor. This has to be a moment where, because think about it, if Sanji gets a fight and Zoro gets a fight, but Marco comes in and he takes out two of the top people, and Zoro never gets a chance to take out a top person in this chapter, in this arc, and Sanji never gets a chance to take out a top person in this arc, then that'll be another instance where they're denied the ability to grow stronger if Marco takes out someone vastly more powerful than them. So it is meant for Zoro to take on King, and it's meant for Sanji to take on Queen. They have to be the ones to take them on. We can't have powerful people like Marco coming in and then taking out more powerful people and then leaving the Straw Hats with just the stragglers. Because how would it look for Luffy to take on Kaido, and Zoro takes on someone that is beneath the strength of Kaido's right-hand men? It would be kind of ridiculous. Plus, it was a 2v1 fight. Exactly, and the fact that Marco was holding his own against two of them, that should already speak of Marco's strength. Sure, he got tired. He himself acknowledged that, hey, fighting these two 1 billion berry bounty individuals, yeah, I can see this is going to be kind of tiring after a while. This is definitely going to require a lot more effort on my part. See, he can fight someone like Kizaru no problem. And that's just him fighting Kizaru by himself. And even then, when he was repeatedly, blindsided by Kizaru during the whole Marineford arc, he still managed to keep going. But I feel like Marco is here not to take down big people, because that's where the Straw Hats need to come in. This whole arc has been showing Zoro and Sanji tapping into new powers, tapping into new strength, that they have to be the ones to defeat King and Queen, because those are the big hurdles they have to get through in this arc. All the fighting, all the stuff that they've been through, Sanji taking on his raid suit. Did I take a look at the Beast Pirates bounties? Yeah, they're billion bounties. They're billion berry bounties. They're billion berry bounties. Jack has a billion berry bounty, which was the first billion berry bounty that we've seen. And then Queen and King have higher berry bounties than that. But it has to be done. Marco cannot come in and steal the kills of Zoro and Sanji, especially with Zoro getting a massive power up with Enma, seeing as how he not only cut off the massive skull horn of Onigashima, but also managed to scar Kaido. You can't just deny him the ability to take on someone like King. I mean, it actually kind of goes against the whole fundamentals of how fights go. When it comes to Luffy taking on the strongest person, Zoro takes on the second strongest person, and then Sanji takes on the third strongest person. That is always how it's been whenever the Straw Hats are all there together. That is how all these fights have gone. Which means that Marco coming in should not affect that. So Zoro taking on King and Sanji taking on Queen fits perfectly with that whole Luffy fights the biggest, fights the toughest, Zoro under him, and then Sanji. That exactly fits perfectly. So Marco not coming in and taking any of them out is fine. Because otherwise it would ruin that whole dynamic that's been built up since what? Ever since Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy have been fighting big name peoples in all the arcs. Like, I think back to Enies Lobby. Luffy took on Lucci. Zoro took on Kaku. And then Sanji took on Jabra. They were all the top 3 strongest people of CP9, and in that individual order, they all faced them and surpassed them. That is how all these fights have been. So Marco not taking out anybody, exactly how it should be. Marco's there to help, not to win and help everyone else. Now Usopp and Brook must get some power-ups. Usopp still needs to work on his I was about to say Conqueror's Haki, because we all know he has it already. But Usopp needs to work on his observation Haki. He awakened it in Dressrosa, and we haven't seen him use it since. Brook must get some power-ups as well. Brook is strong. It's just that his personality hinders his capabilities. Like, he's a comical dude. If he was serious like Zoro, he would be just underneath Zoro in terms of power, when you think about it. Sure, he's a skeleton, but he's also lightning fast. Like, the dude can literally slice people so fast that they don't even notice that they've been cut until he actually has already walked past them and then sheaths his sword, and then they get just sliced down the middle. People sleep on Brook when it comes to his sword play. The only reason why he's not just, EI striking everyone with Zoro-type force is because of his personality. After Zoro and Sanji defeat King and Queen, what would you think of Franky getting Queen's technology and King's sword as a power-up? Ooh, he especially, yeah. Franky does need a new sword because his Franken sword broke during his fight with Sasaki. How do I say it? Sasaki, which sounds better? Sasaki or Sasaki? A strong Sasaki or Sasaki? Which one? Please tell me, someone, so I can correct myself, so I can stop going between the two. I'm getting so confused with that. But Franky does need a new sword, though. After he lost with his fight with Sasaki, he needs a new one. And it wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised if Franky comes across Queen's personal study where he's tinkering with stuff, because he has one. He clearly has one. Wouldn't be surprised if Franky comes across it during all this fighting or after the fighting's over with. I mean, they gotta upgrade their strength, because after Sasaki, the first Sasaki. Oh, so Sasaki. Sasaki. Okay, Sasaki. I'm gonna keep saying it until it's ingrained in the membrane, ingrained in the brain. I'm gonna keep going. Imagine Gear 4th with Rio, Red Hawk with Rio, Elephant Gun with Rio. I mean, Luffy is so very strong right now, like Advanced Conqueror's Haki. See, here's the thing. He's just now learning how to use it. He hasn't perfected it to the degree that Kaido and everyone else higher up on the ladder. Sasaki. Okay, gotcha. Sasaki. That's how I'm gonna say it from now on. Sasaki. Thank you, Karma, and thank you, El Gogeta. Also, hey, Gogeta, what's going on? Usopp used Observation Haki in a non-canon special, Heart of Gold, but he also used Observation Haki during the events of Dressrosa, when he had to aim like miles away in order to intercept Sugar and keep Sugar from turning Luffy and Law into toys. That's when we first see him actually trying to channel Observation Haki, and that's when it fully awakened then. Do you think Blackbeard is stronger than Kaido? No. Don't even matter if he has the Yami Yami no Mi and the Gura Gura no Mi. Blackbeard is not stronger than Kaido. I mean, even the Gorosei acknowledge that one of the few of the people who are capable of taking on Whitebeard and taking him out is Kaido. Blackbeard is not stronger than Kaido. There's a reason why Kaido is called the strongest creature in the world. These chapters have proven that, but Blackbeard is not stronger than Kaido. Him having those two on ridiculously powerful devil fruits does not put him on a higher plane or even an even playing field of Kaido. What if Usopp will get Conqueror's Haki? His lies tend to be true. I don't know. I see, but I think Sanji is also good fighting in the sky, so it would have been a great sky battle. Blackbeard is very weak, has very weak defense. See, here's the thing. That's another thing. Just because Blackbeard, there were 3 Conqueror's Haki reveals in this arc alone. Kid, Yamato, and who's the other one? Who's the other one who has Conquerors? And Zoro. Kid, Yamato, and Zoro, which is crazy because there aren't a lot of users. It's crazy. It's crazy. But, I mean, Rayleigh did warn us well beforehand that there's going to be a ton more people with Conqueror's Haki just in the New World. Like, the New World is a section where people with Conqueror's Haki on the side of Paradise, it's very rare for people to come across it, and people there who don't know what Conqueror's Haki is are surprised to see that many people there over in Paradise who have it. But when you get to the New World, Conqueror's Haki is a common thing. Because that's just what it requires people to have Conqueror's Haki, or of similar strength of people with Conqueror's Haki, in order to exist even over there. Conqueror's Haki is as common as the concept of Haki itself. Saying that if Luffy defeats Kaido, what's in his way from the finish? Because would that technically mean Luffy is the strongest in that way? No. When you think, here's the thing. I know it's easy. Okay. Etienne, let me just say this. It's very easy to just go with the basic idea that, oh, if Luffy beats the strongest creature in the world, then that means that there's no one else that can top Luffy. That is not the case. Being called the strongest creature in the world just means you're the strongest creature. That's a title. Like, very people can fathom the idea that Kaido can be beaten. Now, it's possible. Kaido has been beaten before. He has been beaten. He has been defeated numerous times. There are numerous times when he's been set up to be executed, but everything that's been set up against him has failed. But being called the strongest creature in the world does not also necessarily mean you are the strongest being in the world. It does not necessarily, it just means that you're the strongest creature in the world that has that title that we've seen in the series so far. Because so far, Kaido is the most powerful person that we have seen. Just because he's called the strongest creature does not mean that he is the most powerful person, period. So if Luffy beats Kaido, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's no obstacle in front of him that can stand against him. Because Kaido has obviously acknowledged that of the people that are capable of fighting evenly with him, Shanks is on that list. So even if Luffy beats Kaido, he still eventually has to face off against Shanks. And we have never seen Shanks fight. We've seen him do one of two things. We've seen him clash with Whitebeard, and we've seen him block an attack from Akainu. We have yet to see Shanks fight at all. We don't know what his fighting style is like, and we don't know what his full strength is. So even if Luffy beats Kaido, that doesn't mean that he has absolutely no obstacles in front of him that can stand in his way of becoming king of the pirates. I'm just saying. There was an eyelash in my eye just laying there and annoyed the heck out of me. I wonder if Kid knows Advanced Conquerors too, because he didn't really have time to show it off in case he has it. We've never seen Kid using Haki, let alone Advanced Conquerors Haki. Exactly. See, we know Kid has Haki, but we've never seen him use it. Kaido, we just go off of the words of Kaido. We just go off the words of Kaido. Kaido saying that you have conquerors as well. There's too many people with conquerors in the new world right now. We don't need any more conquerors. We just go by the word of mouth of Kaido that Kid has conquerors. But we have never seen Kid demonstrate Haki in any way. We just know he has it. He just hasn't used it. We don't know if he has it because Yamato did, but never showed it yet until today. It would be nice to see Kid infusing Haki in his Metal Gears. Metal Gear Solid. A Metal Gear Solid Kid. I wouldn't be surprised if he calls it that. Metal Gear Solid or Punk Solid or something like that. Kid used Conquerors in a filler scene in Onigashima. Filler. Can't count that as official, because filler is just that. I see what you mean. Would be kind of sad if he couldn't use Haki. You've played Shanks in Pirate Warriors 4. I can't wait to see him fight. I'm still upset about how they did Shanks and Mihawk in Pirate Warriors 4. How they give him the ability to power up his sword, but only Odin, a DLC character, gets to have his sword permanently infused in all of his attacks during his full force burst, whereas Shanks has to go through an entire attack combo in order to coat his sword in Conquerors. The games have been showcasing that Shanks could use Conquerors in his attacks this whole time. When they revealed Shanks as a playable character in Pirate Warriors 4, back then, he was showing us Conqueror's Haki-infused attacks in his entire moveset, and we never paid it any mind. People complained every day, all day, that Shanks having lightning coming off of his sword was ridiculous. And then we find out that advanced Conqueror's Haki in weapons is a thing. So now all those people who look back at them complaining about Shanks having that is like, well, it doesn't make sense for Shanks to have red lightning like that come off of his sword. Not knowing that they were showing us advanced Conqueror's Haki and we had no idea. We just thought they were making it up for Shanks. But Shanks could use it. They were just showing off advanced Conqueror's Haki to us and we didn't even know. Did you hear about us getting an announcement when episode 1000 drops, which is on November 12th? Might not be November 12th, but it's soon. I heard about that. I heard about news about what we could be possibly getting on when episode 1000 actually hits. Don't know the details, but it's something to keep our eyes open for. So when episode 1000, think of 1000 episodes of One Piece, everybody. This show has been airing since 1997. And it's now coming up to reaching 1,000 episodes. Did we honestly think that One Piece would extend this far? I can only imagine people who are just now getting into this series now and realizing that they'd have to so much time of One Piece being around. Did we actually even fully realize that One Piece would get 1,000 episodes? Is there any show out there right now, or any anime out there right now that has 1,000 episodes? Pokemon seems about right, because if you add all the different series together as one continuous series, I feel like Pokemon might have a lot more episodes. Am I excited for the new One Piece on Netflix? So here's the thing. I was in the live stream when Rogers Base was talking to the producer of that One Piece show. And the vibe I get from the guy is he loves One Piece. He absolutely loves One Piece. He reads the series. Detective Conan has more than 1,000 episodes? Or are you thinking about 1,000 chapters? Because I'm talking about episodes. But the producer of the Netflix One Piece series, he seems extremely passionate about the series as a whole. He's a massive One Piece fan. He talks about theories. He loves the chapters. He pays attention to all the details and the things that go into the chapters. He keeps up with the chapters themselves. So I feel like compared to... Bit my tongue again. Ow. Sesame Street has 4,000 episodes, but it's not an anime. Sesame Street has been around since before I was even born. Good God. And I'm going on 30 years old. But back to it. The producer seems like a real cool guy. Very chill. It has 1,000 episodes? Oh, okay. Pokemon is in the thousands already, only recently, though. Okay. But the producer of the One Piece live action One Piece series for Netflix, he seems extremely passionate, and he seems like he knows exactly what he's doing for this series. Now, we just have to see if this live action version of this very crazy series that has absolutely crazy things that happen, if that transitions well to live action. That remains to be seen. But at the same time, compared to all the different live action adaptations that people have tried to make, you know, Dragon Ball Evolution, Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson, The Last Airbender. Good God. Technically, Avatar: The Last Airbender isn't an anime, but it had a live adaptation. It's nice that we are actually getting someone who knows the source materials, who reads the source material, who actually understands the source material. And they're helming this show. I feel like that has better grounds to stand on than any other live adaptation show of an anime series that we've seen to date. That hasn't been, Japanese produced or made into live action. Like, you've seen the Attack on Titan Japanese movie or the Full Metal Alchemist live action movie. Those are all Japanese based. That's them. But when it comes to someone from America making a Japanese live action show and actually knowing the source material, respecting the source material, understanding what we expect from this series on a fundamental level, I feel like this has far better grounds to stand on than any other live action that we've experienced thus far. Now, I'm not trying to hype this show up because we have absolutely no idea what to expect from a live action version of One Piece. We have literally no idea what to expect. Do we get a chapter next week? We're not going on break. At least it says we're not going on break, so we'll have to see. So hopefully we'll get another month of 4 chapters, Karma. So, as far as the One Piece Netflix series, I am hopeful. And if the show is good, I will sing its praises. Might even do a reaction to it. The guy who made Dragon Ball Evolution never even watched the show. I hate that movie. I hate Dragon Ball Evolution, and I hate The Last Airbender. Because M. Night Shyamalan just continues to show that, hey, if you could clearly put stuff in front of him, and he'll still go his own way because he has absolutely no idea what he's doing. Ever since The Sixth Sense, his movies had moments, and then those moments just turned into, oh lord, this guy's making movies again. Him doing The Last Airbender was the nail in the coffin for me to ever consider him doing movies whatsoever, ever, again. That's just my opinion, but I just don't like M. Night Shyamalan. Because it's just like, dude, how can you not see the source material of Avatar and then just say, oh, this character's name is Aang, we're gonna call him Ong. This dude's name is Sokka, we're gonna call him Sokka. Firebenders need a source of fire in order to firebend? That's stupid. Takes you 15 minutes to do one move for one gust of wind, instead of your body causing the bending to happen instantaneously like it does in the show, which would have made more sense. We gotta do a full 10-minute choreography session. We gotta have 15 different people stomping on the ground, taking a pose, while some dude in the distance does a full-on move and then does that, and then the rock flies, rather than flow with the motions. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, he didn't read the source material for Avatar? He didn't watch the show. He barely watched it. He barely watched enough to understand the mere concepts of bending. When a person bends in Avatar, sorry, the corner of my eye is distracting me from everything else except speaking. Because you ever have that itch in the corner of your eye? My goodness, it's madness! But the very concept of bending is that when you bend, I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a whole Avatar Last Airbender stint right now, and I should be getting to My Hero. I'm so sorry. But just a little bit of this, and then I'll end it. Great chapter. I enjoyed it. 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it, especially finding out that Yamato had conquerors at such a young age. She can use conquerors with her attacks, and she's clashing evenly with her father. She's surviving. She used to get beat up as a kid, but now she's clashing. Now, mind you, Yamato is tired right now, but she's still managing to keep up with Kaido. Kaido is unfazed. Kaido is not huffing and puffing because what Yamato's trying to do to him is not really bothering him. It's just, in a manner of speaking, humoring him, at least until Luffy shows up looking like Goku on top of Shenron, preparing to face off against Kaido again. But we'll just see how the chapter goes. But when M. Night created The Last Airbender, I will admit the trailer had me invested because the music itself, it was all like, oh, that's cool. But then when I watched the movie and then I saw the bending, having watched the show itself, I saw the bending, I saw how the characters were acting, I saw Princess Yui and her very inappropriately shaped hair during the Southern Water Tribe. When I saw the bending, I was thinking, why is it taking them so long to do one move? Why is it taking Aang so long to conjure up a gust of wind to blow people back? Why is it taking these earthbenders so long to cause rocks to get thrown around or cause rock walls to get thrown up? Why do firebenders require a fire source in order to bend fire? And why does Iroh, not Uncle Iroh, why is he the only one who can conjure fire in his hands and only does it to intimidate people? He doesn't shoot the fire out against Admiral Zhao. I've seen some people call Yamato he. I'm unsure if we should call her or him. What's the right pronoun? Is it just admiration or does she want to be a guy? I honestly feel like, because this is a very touchy subject, because people tend to take this matters very seriously. Like, there's a whole stint about whether you should consider Morley a guy or a girl. And coincidentally, it appears that you should consider Morley, the giant newcomer. He's technically a newcomer, which means, the whole gender fluid people that are around Ivankov. Technically, you should consider Morley a woman, even though physically he's not. You could consider him a female. But the issue with Yamato is she calls herself Odin. Everyone calls Yamato Kaido's son. She considers herself a man. It's a bit of a mixed bag. So I can't really, because it's a very touchy subject that I think it's admiration. See, that's the thing. I think it's admiration as well. She admires him so much that she wants to be him. Not necessarily she wants to be an actual guy, but she wants to be the guy. Odin himself. That's what I see it as. She admires him so much that she sees herself as him. She considers herself a him pattern after Odin. That's what I see it as. So for me, personally, she is a woman, but she admires Odin so much that she sees herself as a man of woman. As a man, even though she's a woman. I just call Yamato Yamato. See, I feel it's safer for me to just say Yamato. Who cares about pronouns? Leave this thing for Twitter. See, that's the thing. Twitter is the very first people who bring that sort of thing up. Just call Yamato Yamato and leave it at that. Go on with your day. No need to create 15 different Twitter replies arguing over whether this is a good idea or not. It don't matter. Yamato is Yamato, and we gotta. Should not be an issue. Just leave Yamato alone. Stop bringing him into politics and random stuff and woke culture and whatever. Just let Yamato be Yamato and let Yamato do what Yamato wants to do. Hate Twitter? I don't blame you. I have Twitter just so I can connect with people with like-minded ideals for my YouTube channel and things that I talk about on my channel. But Twitter is just a mess. Let me just stop. This will be a talk for another time. We can talk about this later. I intend to do another stream today. We're probably going to be playing more Borderlands because I have that cloning, maddening tracker grenade that I was looking for. I literally got it within 30 minutes of me streaming it on Twitch. And then my Twitch stream crashed, so there was that. So I intend to play some more Borderlands today. So we'll talk more later. Right now, I need to go ahead and end this so that way I can get started with My Hero, then do my reaction to the latest One Piece episode, because I believe this is the episode where Yamato's voice The voice is actually heard, and we actually get to hear Yamato in an episode, and they're revealed. So, looking forward to that. I hate the fact Oda got criticism for revealing Yamato pronouns, a fictional character. I remind you, people get so antsy over people that don't actually exist. Crazy, right? Imagine causing such an uproar and criticism over a character that is not even real. People had a problem with Baby Yoda and the mistreatment of Baby Yoda, even though Baby Yoda is not real. Think about that for a second. The ridiculousness of getting upset over a character that does not exist, is not real, does not have a physical form. It is just a made-up fictional character. Imagine getting mad and upset over what the author chooses to pronounce them as. Imagine dedicating your life to being upset over a character that's not even real. It's ridiculous. People are ridiculous, and that's why I never take them seriously. But that's it for this chapter. People go out of their way to get triggered. They have a problem with Baby Yoda. Yeah, people had a problem with Baby Yoda getting smacked by that stormtrooper and saying like, oh, Baby Yoda, why are they mistreating Yoda? Why are they mistreating Yoda? The Baby Yoda has rights. And I'm like, Baby Yoda is an alien. Baby Yoda is not real. Rights apply to humans. Human rights only apply to us as humans. Why are you trying to apply human rights to an alien creature? Are you stupid? You must be stupid. You gotta be stupid. But let me get off of that soapbox. We'll talk about that later. Well, Raylos is a thing. Well, we don't talk about that here. Oh, you must be... Oh, Raylo? As in Kylo and Rey? No one cares about the sequel trilogy. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares about the sequel trilogy. It was Disney trying to be George Lucas and they failed. And George Lucas, well, story for it. Let me stop. Because y'all get me in my ranting phase right now. There's literally genocide in Star Wars. Look, let me stop, you guys. Stop. I gotta stop. Because I will keep going. If I don't stop now, we will talk about this later. If I don't stop now, we will keep talking about the stupidity of mankind and why they take fictional characters to such a high degree. Yes, I love One Piece, but not to the point where I'm just... Hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel, I have to stop now, because if I don't... I have to stop. Hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel, and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing. Because I am always... I'm sorry, it's just that you guys... We'll talk later. Once I'm done doing my reaction and I have it uploaded. I'll do a stream later and we'll have plenty of time to talk about all the stuff we're talking about later. Just not right now. But hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. This is the third time I'm doing this. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples! Continue this talk in the My Hero stream. Oh no, because then we'll be here another hour, and then I can't get the episode out, so there has to be moderation.